Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial I wanted to show you how to work with colors in crochet and how to design a pattern following a chart to make this beautiful tee that I call it Lego tee. This tutorial will help you out with the pattern that you can find on the blog, because it will show you exactly how to follow the chart in the pattern and how to work with the colors. So I'm using here for this sweater 4 different colors, or 5. So I have 2 blues, black, yellow and white, so I have 5 colors, and this over here is the chart. So the chart, only in the chart you will find only the stitches that you will start with, and then as you can see the pattern for the t-shirt pattern you will have to increase on sides. So basically the last color that you have here on edge you'll have to extend it. Okay, so if you have 5 stitches on the chart but you are way after the first row, then you'll have to make 5 plus the number of stitches that you increased until now on each side. I will show you an example here. So this would be the size small, and this square here is in the middle, which is the chart basically, and as you can see we will increase until the sleeve. So every time you will increase, then you will have to extend the last color that you have on the edges. The same thing will happen with the bigger sizes when the foundation chain will be bigger than 88 stitches as a chain for the size small. So it will be the same. If in the chart we have 88 stitches, like for size small, and you have more stitches, then you will have to add and extend the number of stitches on edges with the number of stitches that you increased. I hope it makes sense with all of this. It's not really that difficult to figure out how to follow this chart. Well, this chart is basically only to guide you with the colors, but you can change the colors whenever you want and even design your own pattern. Why not? Just use this as guidance, and then you can make your own color work for this t-shirt. So if you want to follow the chart, I just did this tutorial hoping that it will help. Okay, so what I did here, I just you'll have to increase only on the rows on the right side, and we will increase with 1 stitch at the beginning and 1 at the end of the row. And let's see, I will just do, so on the chart here we have first 3 rows only using black. Okay, so I will do 3 rows using black, and then I will show you how to work with colors. I'm not counting the elastic band that I did on the t-shirt, so only the pattern that starts after the elastic band. So I will do the 3 rows in black, and then I will explain how to follow and how to add the colors. Okay, so as you can see on row 4 we have to do this to add the blue, and we will see. So on the size small I'm working with fingering weight yarn and 4mm crochet hook, and for size small I just chain 88 stitches to begin with. You can find all the info about the pattern on my blog, there is a pattern, written pattern from size small up to 5XL, X large. After making the 3 rows, I just put a stitch marker here to represent, to know where I have to stop with the black color on the fourth row. So I had on the stitch chart, I had like 8 stitches in blue, and I put the stitch marker because I had 3 rows, so I increased with 2 stitches on one side, because as I said, we will increase only on the right side. So I put a stitch marker where the end of the chart will be. So I let 2 stitches and put a stitch marker. Okay, so I have 2 stitches, extra stitches here. And now I can remove the stitch marker, counting from the stitch marker 8 or 9 stitches, or how many stitches do you have on the chart. And now I know that until this stitch marker I have to work my black color, and then beginning with the stitch marker I have to change with color blue. You don't have to work with stitch markers for the entire t-shirt. You will just have to use it now at the beginning when you will put a new color, or when you will change color along the t-shirt, because otherwise we are using the other rows as guidance, so we don't need to use a stitch marker. Now I'm doing one last stitch with the black color. I am on the wrong side, so you don't have to increase. I didn't increase at the beginning of the row. And now I'm finishing this last stitch with black, and I'm putting the black yarn, okay, the black strand of yarn in front of my work, because I want to be all the ends to be on the back side, not on the right side. Finishing the stitch, the last stitch with blue. And now I'm continuing and working the remaining stitches in color blue. Now on the chart you'll find 8 stitches, or I don't know how many stitches exactly, 2, 4, 6, 8 stitches. So now you'll have, because we increased already with 2 stitches on this side, instead of 8 stitches as are indicated in the chart, you will have 10. Yes, with 2 stitches more, but this is not that important. You know that you have to work to the end of the row. Now on the turning chain row, we are counting how many stitches we have after this segment with blue. Okay, and we know that after we are finishing the stitches in blue, we have to make 2, 4, 6, 8 more stitches. So now, because I am on the right side row, I will increase in the first stitch with 1 stitch. So I'm making 2 half double crochet in the first stitch. Remember that chain 2 at the beginning of each row doesn't count as first half double crochet. You'll have to work the first one in the very first stitch. And now I'm working all the stitches in blue. And now, according with the chart, I know that I have to work 8 more. Yeah, that I have 8 more stitches after I finish all the stitches in blue. And now I will have to carry on the black yarn with me. So make the stitches over the black yarn also, because after finishing these 8 stitches, we will have to change to black again and continue the row with black. This time, every time you are changing the color, because you are on a right side row, you will have to let the strand of yarn in the back. Okay, so I made one increase, then I made all the stitches in blue. Then I count in my chart how many stitches I have after blue to make with blue after blue, and then I will change with black. And as I can see, but I'm not showing you to the camera, but I'm hoping when you are watching this tutorial you will have your chart in front of you. Basically, this row, we are on the 5th row now, and it ends in yellow. Yes, or another color, the 3rd color. So now I am looking on the chart. So I'm on the 5th row. No, it's not ending in yellow. We are adding yellow at the beginning of the row. Sorry for this. You can do it even at the end. So I will change, let's just say, with this orange here, because I don't have any of the colors. Well, I still have some, the blue I think, and white and black, because this project is perfect for leftover yarn. So I just did the tutorial after making the t-shirt. I didn't have time while I was working on it, so here I am with different colors. So now we just did the 5th row, so basically we increase with 3 stitches, and you have to count the stitches from the chart and adding 3 stitches. Okay? This row is a wrong side row, so you don't have to increase. And I'm making the first 3 stitches, and then as many stitches as I have on the chart. 2, 4, 6, 8 again. Remember that this chart is only to guide you. If you want to make 10 stitches instead of 8 or 12 or 15, is up to you. You don't have to worry about the stitch count or something like this, because I'm sure that the t-shirt will look just perfect even if you are choosing to change a bit this chart. Okay, always when you are changing the yarn, just and you are not working with one color, just put the ball or skein of yarn from left to right, because it will be easier to just keep untangle all the yarns. And now I have to continue with the black, and as I can see on the chart, but again I'm not showing you, but hoping that you have. Here I am showing you. So I know that I have with 3 stitches more in blue color, so here I will work with 3 stitches more, so I'll have to stop with black over there. If you want, you can put a stitch marker. If you don't, just while you are working and approaching to the end of the black stitches, you will just have to know that you will have to grab the blue with 3 stitches before ending all stitches in black. Here I just changed the black with purple because I don't have any black, and it can happen, so it doesn't matter, it will look perfect anyways. So I have 3 stitches left. Okay, and now I'm putting in front because I'm working on the wrong side and the strands has to be in front, and just grabbing the blue color here, ending the last stitch with the blue color. And now I'm working the stitches over this blue yarn here that pop out here, and I will finish the row making all the stitches to the end in blue color. Now on the next row, as you can see, we have after 3 stitches we have to work in blue, and I think there are 15 here or more. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 stitches. So I know now we are on the right side. Okay, so we have to increase in the first stitch and then continue and work all the stitches in blue, and then you know that you have to add and to make 22 more stitches over the black stitches also in blue. Okay, so here I'm on my new black, which is my purple, and I will do 22 more stitches. Make sure that you are grabbing the black color and making the stitches over it, because we will have to change it after making these 22 stitches, and we have to have the black color in hand, yes, near our hook, to be easy to change the colors. Now making the last stitch, changing with the other color, and then I will work with black, which is my new black, it's purple, and here I can see how many stitches I have over the yellow here, and I know that I have to stop working the stitches with black with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 stitches over. Again, you can use a stitch marker if you want. I prefer and just mark the stitch where you have to stop working in black. I prefer just to keep working, and while I'm getting closer to the end, I'm just counting the stitches to see where I have to do my last stitch in black or in current color. Over here, so I'm still having quite a few stitches, so I'm keep working, and from time to time I'm keep adding keep counting again to see where I have to stop. I really hope that this tutorial will inspire you and you won't feel this technique or method, you won't find it too difficult, because it actually is not that difficult. Even if now it seems that you have to count every single stitch and on every row you have to count stitches, it's not like this. You can just make it as you feel and just stop working with what color whenever you feel to do it and change with the other. This is how I designed this pattern. I didn't make the chart first and then following the chart and make the t-shirt. I just went only with my stitches and color, changing them whenever I was feeling like so, and this is what I came up with. So you can do the same. You don't have to follow the same number of stitches or as in the chart. It's just to guide you. Or if you forgot to make 10 stitches and you did only 8, is not the end of the world. You can continue like this with no problems. I already changed the yellow here, and now I will put another color, as I have 4 stitches on my chart, but because we are on the row 7, we have to add 4 more stitches on this 4 that are on the chart, because we already increased with 4 number of stitches. Well, on this row we will increase with another one. And this is it. This is how you can follow the chart after finishing the first section of the chart, because you'll have 25 rows on on the chart, you'll just have to start from the beginning, and you don't have to count 88 stitches in the middle. I would just put it here like with hand and just guided by your view, or I don't know how to call it. You can just put 2 stitch markers to mark the middle stitches that you can find on the chart to be more easy to start all over. Okay, so this is all you have to do. Or if you know that you did 25 stitches divided by 2, this means that you already increased with 13 stitches on row 25. It was the 13 stitches, so you'll add at the end of the first color here, you have to add 13 stitches. So instead of 8 or 9 that we had at the beginning of our pattern with the blue, you just have to add 13 stitches, and that's it. So I really hope that this will inspire you and you will make a great sweater. You can use as many colors as you want, or even only 2 if you don't have too many leftover yarn or something. Look, on the front side I just use a lighter blue, and then because that skein ended, I just changed with another blue shade. So it's not a problem, just play with the colors and with the stitches, and you'll see that you'll have an amazing result. I'm hoping that you will find this interesting and you will try it. And see you next time.